In this film segment, brought to you by the National Science Association of Teachers and Students, we are going to explore the vast, unfathomable world of art. Art. What is art? First, let's take a look at the supplies that an artist uses. Here you can see the many and only tools that can be used by artists to create. Art is the quality, production, expression, or realm, according to aesthetic principles, of what is beautiful, appealing, or of more than ordinary significance. In this segment of our series, we will be looking at paint, how paint is used, and the artists that use it. Paint, what's it made of? Let's find out. Now in this segment, we are going to look at the properties of paint and professionally show what the process is for making a certain color of paint. We have chosen red. First, we start with a solid compound that holds the essential pigment for the paint. Here we have igneous red rock. We then need a binding element for the paint. We have chosen the red potato for its high starch content. To help with the consistency of the paint and to obtain the perfect hue of red, we will use the watermelon fruit. The red in the melon will help balance the chroma of the paint, while the rind balances out the complement of the red hue. The first step of the process is to add ethanol to the igneous pigment. This breaks down the solid red rock to a fine paste. We then want to measure out the portions of each ingredient. Remember, these measurements change depending on the color of paint that you have chosen to make, so make sure to report into your teacher for the measurements that pertain to your color. We then combine all the ingredients into our mixing apparatus and turn it on. We then pour it into the container and freeze overnight. Now that we have shown the process of drawing chroma from various materials, our next segment is a special introduction of the artists that use these materials. What is your name and preferred field of practice?
Hello, my name is Felipe Lopez and I am a painter, and I paint using my sole, like the soles of my shoes.
My name is Doris Peters.
I paint naked. I go to art galleries naked.
I never show anyone what I do. I throw it away and then they find it.
What is a prevailing theme that shows up in your art?
I'm trying to say that life sucks. And you guys just better be aware of that.
Like don't look at me, but look at me. But shut up! Pretty much.
I mean, it might not suck for me, but it sucks for you. And so here it is in my art. Life sucks.
What is the role of the artist in society?
The role of the artist in society is to make money for other people.
I mean, gorgeous men, gorgeous dogs, gorgeous living space, gorgeous me.
Let your emotions loose.
Emotions that I feel when I paint. What are the emotions that I feel when I paint? Usually is a lot of my face screaming a lot, and a lot of shoes, insoles, and toothpaste.
We We are now going to look at the techniques used in painting with a brush, which brings us to our next segment. Painting with a brush, the know-how. These techniques of brush handling have been passed down through the male master painters for decades. Watch the fluid movement of the hand working with the wrist all the way to the elbow. Loading the brush is key. You don't want too much paint or too little paint. That happy medium is just what you want. Make sure that the hand is steady, level with the shoulders, and free from obstructions. What kind of techniques do you use in your art?
Oh, I use like the slap and pull, the squeegee machine, splatter MacGyver, the stand on a chair, stare off into space until you get a good idea. And then I just basically do nothing until I decide to do something. That works.
This is the straight line technique. Here we show the teardrop maneuver. And finally, we want to show the technique coined the bulldozer. What do you think of Orlin and her surgeries?
I mean, last I heard, she was giving herself surgery in the name of art. And, you know, on one hand, I think, oh, that's kind of gross. But on the other hand, I think, hey, if you're going to give up a limb for art's sake, then do it, girl. Just do it. And last I heard, I think she was showing them at the National Gallery of Puerto Rico.
4 minutes and 33 seconds. Can you tell me about it and John Cage?
John Cage is really inspired me because he would like hide in these cages and he would be like, I'm going to be here for 4 hours and 32 minutes. And everyone would be like, okay, well, like we have to go. Like we can't be here forever. And then he would be like, no, you have to stay here. And then he just changed the world with his Cage piece. See, that's how they named him. They named him John Cage because of that.
Thank you for watching. We hope you had a wonderful artistic experience. See you next time.